wondering. I was like, damn, man.
Wow,
Budweiser Canada, one of our sponsors. Quick plug.
I'd like to welcome to the show a guy who's in San Jose for his 6th All-Star Game. He's in his 12th season with the Philadelphia Flyers. He has a career .93 points per game in his 786-game career. Welcome to Spittin Chiclets, Claude Giroux, or G as they call him.
Thanks for having me, boys. I've been listening to you guys for a while, so pretty excited about this.
Wait, you've been dodging us for a bit.
Like I said, I was a little nervous. You guys are a little outgoing. You know me. I'm a little shy guy. So.
Oh yeah, you're so shy, G. That's what everyone says when they meet you.
Yeah, I'm shy, so it's I'm out of my comfort zone here by doing this, but I'm very excited.
You got to put that mic a little closer to your mouth when you talk. I know
Sounds
you don't
good.
want to mess up those nice new teeth you got. When did you get those? Holy
Those
shit!
chips look good.
Wow.
Yeah, you saw that?
Holy, I
You
need.
can't. You can really tell though, can you?
You're like-
They look great for my wedding pictures though. Everybody tells me I got a great smile.
Hey, buddy, congrats.
Thanks, man.
Any,
Thanks.
That's the
any
summer?
kids?
That was this summer, yeah.
Man down,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
huh?
my invite must have
Broke
got
into,
lost.
broke into
It was
prison.
awesome.
He's
It was
like, Biz,
awesome.
you can come to the awards with me, but you can't come to my wedding. Maybe that's when I got the
No, you're
uninvite.
Vegas guy. You're not wedding guy. That's not your scene.
Oh, I remember that. You're like, hey, G, bring anybody for the NHL awards in Vegas? I'm like, no. He's like, hey, can I have your +1, man? Like, free hotel, like, free dinners. Like, I like free things, right? I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yo, the best part of that story is it always, to me, was told, yeah, Giroux invited me to the All-Star Game as his +1, and he comes on, he's like, yeah, he just kind of asked for the +1.
Well, I don't know. It kind of happened. It was a couple weeks before we were in Montreal for the F1. And
Legit,
Really?
two of the best weekends of my life. Probably two in my top 5.
all I remember from that weekend is Mike, Commodore. He didn't have a cell phone or a wallet for 3 days. And he's like, yeah, I'll just meet up with you guys later. I'm like, how are we going to communicate with this guy? And he was always there.
He always found a way to get there.
I was like, this
Oh,
guy's
really?
nuts. No wallet,
call
no
me.
phone for literally 3 days.
That trip, I planned on going for 3 days. I ended up staying for 5. The cold sweats I had after it, but the amount of partying was worth it. We had Commodore. Oh,
Teddy.
here's a story for you. I don't know if G was with us. For the sake
Right
of your
away, G's
marriage,
like,
you
oh,
weren't. Just kidding.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
No, it was a story. We went to Cirque du Soleil, and there was about 8 to 10 of us in the front row, all hockey guys. And these girls get up on stage, they do their thing like crazy acrobats, and then now they become the people that like go in the audience, and they it's like a mystique. And I think it was Saint Pierre gets something thrown off his chest. It was like a little something, and I noticed it too. And I looked at him, he looked at me, and he's like, so it was a little piece of paper. We unraveled it, and it was all the fucking girls' numbers.
Wow, Biz.
That were in the So we didn't end up going meeting out with them because like obviously we looked at the game notes and checked the program, and we're like,
I've never seen Marty so excited, though.
Marty
was pretty pumped about that move.
Well, he was finally taller than one of them, so he was fucking so jacked up. And that was an unbelievable weekend. That was during the heydays, and that was. Boyd Gordon was there. He was another guy.
Oh, yeah.
Derek
He didn't
Brassard.
say a word for 3 days, but he had a smile on the whole time.
Gordo's a weird cat. He won't come on the podcast.
He won't
He's
even
kind of
come
like
on
you. He
Biz's
dodged us.
Instagram. Biz tries to Instagram me, like, hides. It's just like, you just hear stories of Gordo. No clue what
he
he's
just
really
sits
like.
there, had a beer in his hand, and just people watch the whole time.
Took it all in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude, RA said this is your sixth All-Star game. I mean, that's just incredible in its own right. But do you still enjoy coming here, right? It's a little different at the beginning, but now it's like, you almost want the break, but you still got to represent the squad.
Yeah, at first it's the first few ones were pretty nice. We play with great players, and you're really excited about it. And usually it's the same players that come the years after. I think the first few ones, first one in Carolina and then Ottawa, that was a good time.
Well,
so
You've had
some tough cities.
jeez.
Where's LA,
Yeah.
Dallas, and New
Iron Man
York?
well, it's a little different for me. Ottawa's home for me, so
Okay, that's true.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was Nashville was pretty fun too.
Oh,
So
man, that would be great.
a couple of good cities too.
Yeah, that's big time.
Who you looking forward to playing with out there? I mean, I know I was saying to Connor McDavid the other night, not a big deal. We had him on.
Yeah.
But
So you're like a pigeon on our
yeah.
podcast. No offense, Claude.
you guys are usually your rivals. These guys in your division. Now you're teammates with them. So but there must be some guys you want to play with though because they're so creative. I know Sid's probably an obvious
Oh
guess.
God,
but-
yeah, that's got to be uncomfortable.
That was a hit. That was a
You
hit
know
and a
what?
half, dude.
It's a little, it's better now. But like I remember the first World Championship we went to, and he was late to come, and the first practice we had, and then we go for a team lunch after. I do my plates like a brunch, and I'm done with like with my plate, and everybody's kind of like, everybody knows about me and Sid. It's like on the ice we were like rivals, and then all I can hear is Nate McKinnon be like, "Hey, G, I got a spot right beside Sid. Let's go, come here." And
Breaks the
everybody,
ice.
oh yeah, everybody started laughing, and it was all good after that.
That's such a hockey
And
thing.
you're like,
where-
no, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm all set, actually.
You shoot
buddy.
check, Sid.
He's like, sorry, Sid, it wasn't me. What else do we have for you? I had to ask, which, this year obviously hasn't gone as you guys hoped in Philly, but it's been 12 years now for you. So there's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs. But what's it like playing in that city? I mean, a lot of times I call them Philly scumbags. I was a Pittsburgh guy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I know you disagree with that. But what's it been like to be a Flyer so far in your entire career?
Yeah, I know you don't like Philly, but
They wanna
you know
be
what?
just-
They're crazy,
They're
and
crazy.
and they know it and they love it. So you go to Eagles games, you go tailgating, and it's another level.
What'd you guys do for the Super Bowl last year?
We actually went downtown, watched it
Ripped it.
as a team. It was a good time, and then ended up in the streets with all the fans, and it was about 2-3 million people in the city, and the whole everybody was just going
Yeah, they were
crazy.
just going nuts.
Couple
People
cocktails.
people crying and stuff, and
I know.
it was something to remember for sure.
Scott Hart, no, I texted him. I said,
Oh,
give
boy.
me some ammo. He
Oh,
goes,
I
ask,
need a Heartsy
he
story,
goes,
too.
ask, yeah, we're going to get some Heartsy stories, but ask him about his dart game, how I roasted him every night. You probably lost a few bucks to him, eh?
Well, we ended up going to Buffalo Billiards in Philly, and we played pool. I dusted him at that, and then we started playing darts for some reason. Me, him, and Jake Voracek. And Jake likes to gamble a little bit when we compete, so we started betting for darts, and I thought I was okay at darts, but I'm not very good, I guess. But I love to compete. So he would make me win a few games, and then I would just ante the price up, and then he would just clean me out, and I refuse to play against him now. He just hustled me hard.
Say he hustled you then, huh?
And he would text you that. Eh? It's the only thing he ever beat me at.
That's the first. Well, then he texted me
He's a
something
terrible athlete.
Else. Let me give him, he goes,
Hey.
ask him about that move that turns my crank. Ha 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 ha. So
I
I'm
don't even
looking
know what it
for-
means.
I don't know what it means, but I'm looking forward to this one.
I just go. I go to the center ice. I got speed. They're coming at me, so I fake go wide and I put it between the guy's stick and skate, and it kind of went over. Like you probably don't know that move. to be honest.
what?
But
Sport are you talking
but like
about?
I would play with Heartsy, and then when I started doing that move, all I could hear in the background is Heartsy, "Ho!" and I'm like looking back.
You're like, catch up, Heartsy.
And then I go back to the bench. He's like, "Gee, you gotta do that move more often." I get so excited when you do that move, and then I do a few turnovers like that, and coach will yell at me and be like, "Don't listen to coach, man. Keep doing that move." Every time. So when he watches my game and I do it, I get a text from him be like, "Hey man, that move was sick."
He just recently started doing some work at NHL Network, and I was getting off the shift as he was coming on. He looked phenomenal too. He's got the long hair going. I'm like, God, Heartsy, you look great in that suit. He goes, don't act so surprised, Whit. Just like he's always got the one-liners, huh?
Oh, he doesn't stop. I remember I watched him the first or second time he was on, and there was just a close up on him, and he knew that the camera was on him, and he was going like this with his hair, and I'm just like, I can't watch this guy. Like, can't take him serious.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything he says serious for sure.
You guys had some good teams there. Do you got any good Heartsy stories before we move
Oh,
on? Anything
man.
that's like we can say on TV, or sorry, on
You know, Heartsy. The most impressive thing about Heartsy, we played cards on the plane, and he was sitting beside me for about 5 years, and seriously, I've never seen somebody fart so much. But like when
this was brought up when we had him on.
it's disgusting. Like we actually had to stop the game once in a while and be like, we have 5-minute break, guys. We go for walks, come back. But like it's like he's consistent at it. It's like every 5 minutes there's like a bomb that goes off, and then we have to take a timeout, and like it's.
Just a bird dog.
But it's impressive.
He wouldn't,
yeah.
he wouldn't
It's
hold it.
impressive.
He wouldn't hold it.
Oh no, there's no shame in him. Just
Is
love
it because
him.
he didn't want to shit on the plane? But I mean, you must be better off.
I don't know what he eats, to be honest. He it's something he eats for sure.
Is he really gritty? Is Hatsy really gritty?
Oh yeah. How much have you had to talk about Gritty this season?
Gritty's
he's,
here right now. You're just like, dude. leave
Gritty
him
is
alone.
seriously like when the fans were booing him the first preseason game, I was probably in there booing too, and after that he just took over, and no one cares about the players anymore. They just want to meet Gritty. It's insane. Like I got family and friends coming over, and they want Gritty T-shirts. It's all about Gritty. He's pretty selfish, but people appreciate him.
It's all about him.
It's all about
and
him.
there's not a mascot who embodies that their city more than Gritty.
Oh, he's
Obviously, you've seen like the tattoo of the Gritty, like sniffing lines and.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you,
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy got a
Oh, yeah.
tattoo of it. It was RA. Show him, RA.
I gotta pull it up. Actually, speaking of players, how impressed have you been with the play of 20-year-old goaltender Carter Hart? You guys called him up. He's but
He's like your
struggling.
future.
Yeah, basically, he called him up probably earlier than the organization probably wanted to, but he's 20 years old. He's got a .266 GAA, a .918 save percentage. Pretty impressive for a young kid, no?
Yeah, you don't see a lot of goalies that are 20 and they come in the league and kind of do what he's doing right now, and he's impressive. I mean, we had a lot of goalies this year. I think we tied a record, 7.
Record, yeah.
And
one more to break
then
it.
obviously he came in, and the way he played, it's pretty. You have to shake your head at him. It's pretty impressive, and great attitude. You know, goalies are a little different sometimes. He's pretty normal for a goalie, you'd say, and he's just a shy kid, and he's 20 years old. Like, what'd you expect?
Yeah.
Where were you when you're 20?
I was
You're playing junior.
I was
so-
wetting my bed in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, sleeping in for a game because I went out the night before and didn't sweat it out enough in pregame skate. I wanted to ask you about Voracek, what do they call him, the Champagne Don or something?
Oh,
Because every time he goes out to the club, he bottle service.
the
he goes-
Czech Jesus too.
Jesus.
Are him and Pasta running around together this weekend? Maybe.
Oh.
Czechs are animals.
Jake is he's hilarious. I mean, he's got that crazy hair, crazy beard. He just doesn't want to cut it. He just refuses to. And puck drops and he's an animal.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
He's an animal.
I don't want to go back to Gritty, but I have to. That one where it was Jake Voracek without his beard, and then he had like a little scruff, and then a full
The
beard,
10-year
and
challenge,
then and then it just transformed to Gritty. Had me in tears. I was like, "That's enough internet for tonight."
Oh yeah.
boy.
Someone actually got that on their body.
Very interesting.
Hey, I got a question.
doing?
Going back the year you go into the Cup Finals, just because I experienced getting that far and losing, it's heartbreaking. But do you have any like memories of that? Like, because I always think back to some certain games on the run there, things like that. Like, what is your thoughts on that season?
That was crazy. It's my second year. Starting to play a little bit more third line center, and getting a chance to play in NHL full time. And then in the last game of the season, we went in shootouts to get in. Then
that was against the Rangers.
Against the Rangers, yeah.
I forgot that.
And
was
then
that
after
year.
that, we were down 3-0 in series against Boston. Came back and beat them in
And down
7.
3-0
Not a
in
big
game
deal.
7.
He looks
But it's just the
I
whole.
might have blacked out there. Did you talk about how you got in because of the penalty shot?
Yeah, he did.
No,
he did.
shootouts.
Shootout.
So we had 2 games left in the season, and we needed 2 points to get in. So we played in New York, lost that game. So last game of the season against Rangers again, back to back. It goes to shootout, and whoever wins the shootout goes in the playoffs.
Oh,
So
That
it's
is-
nerve-wracking, and it was.
Brian
shoot?
Boucher in getting that.
did you shoot?
Well, so I was living with Danny Briere at the time, and we were sitting the night before, and we're like, "What if this goes in shootouts? Like, we're probably gonna have to go."
You guys talked
And,
about it.
and yeah, so we're like, that'd be pretty sick, but like, it's obviously nerve-wracking. And he goes, he scores, and then I go third one, and it's tie at that point. I remember Hank was goalie, and I go in. I'm like, I'm gonna shoot high glove on him. I go, and I can't see a hole at all. I say, okay, low blocker, nothing. I'm just like panic. I'm
Whoa, you're
so
looking
close.
up?
Yeah,
Oh, you were looking at
you
the
don't
puck?
you don't do that, eh?
Oh,
But
shit.
then I get close, and I kind of panicked and kind of saw 5-0, so I went 5-0, scored.
Gamer, thank you.
But yeah, that was a sweet feeling. But like you said, you go into the Stanley Cup Finals early in your career, and you're like, I'm gonna get back there again.
I know.
That's
No problem.
Yeah, and since then it's like not even a sniff. So
I know.
Whit was talking about it today, about how Gary Roberts.
gave a speech to us then, like, we ended up losing, obviously, but he said, you don't understand how hard this is. He's getting emotional. He was a savage. And then I remember being like, oh, my God, he's right. Sure enough, I didn't even sniff the playoffs, I don't think, again. So it's true. But just even though it's a loss, I'll remember that run the rest of my life. I'm sure it's the same for you.
Yeah.
That Chicago team was just
yeah.
their fourth line. It was like Bufflin. Like, it was just they had everyone. They were too good.
Oh yeah, they had a good. We had a good team too. I mean, we had Prongs and Chemo back there.
Prongs took over the playoffs.
It's insane.
That guy was insane in
gonna
the
ask
biggest
you
games.
about Pronger.
I know. He played 30 minutes and not even a sweat.
And how about he's like, let's fucking go, boys. He gets on guys if
Yeah.
they're struggling.
Yeah, no, he's not scared of calling out guys. We had a few episodes, me and him, but Good
No
ones.
way.
Good ones, yeah.
Yeah.
He probably loved that you gave it back to him, though. I bet.
Well, I don't know. I was scared.
Yeah.
We're up 4-2.
I didn't give it back
It
to
was
him.
my second year. 4-2. I go a blue line turnover, and I go back 3-on-2 the other side, and they get a shot. They don't score, and then I'm in front of the net, and he just looks at me. He goes, "Gee, what the fuck is that? No more fucking turnovers!" And they just yell at me, and like the whole building was quiet, so everybody can hear it, and I was embarrassed. I was pissed. So after the game, I go up to him, and I was so furious. I was like, "Okay, well, it's him. It's prongs. Like, I gotta take it." And I went up to him, and I'm like, "Hey, don't ever fucking yell at me. You want to yell at me behind the closed door? Yell at me. Like, I can take it, but not in front of everybody."
Right.
And then I'm walking away. I'm shitting my pants now. I'm like, "See, he's gonna knock me out."
Chair goes by your head.
But all I can see is he's coming behind me. He's coming. I'm just kidding. This is not good. And then he comes up and he's like, "Hey, you're right, G. I apologize. You know, like we can't do that." And it was like I was pretty impressed how like we just put it behind us right away. And it was
Creative conflict, I call it. Like, I mean, hey, you guys just want to win and fucking. You know,
82 games, dude. There's gonna be.
You know, you
Yeah.
made a mistake. You
And
don't want to hear it, but
I kind of agreed with him. So it was like we just put it behind us. It was good. But he's a great leader. It's the way he plays, and in the playoffs, it's impressive what he's able to do.
We saw Chemo teaming in yesterday, just having lunch. He walked by. He's a little fire hydrant, huh? He's hilarious though. He's interviewing guys. Like, he seems like he's funny. I've never met him, but
You'd love him.
Yeah.
You'd love him. He's hilarious. He's him and Hartsey are basically best friends, and yeah, we got along very well together.
where's he from? Finland?
yeah.
Never met a bad Scandinavian. We talked
Exactly,
about
they're all
that.
good.
It's true, it's
Except for
crazy.
when Yarko Ruutu catfished me with a woman. That was a finish.
Whoa, what happened?
I've told that. We've told that story. That story has been told. Just before we go, what's up for tonight? What are your skills?
Puck control. So we'll go through pucks and they go around, and you got to put on your stick or something, put in the hole.
Just easy work for you though, bud.
We'll see.
You still spending your summers in Ottawa?
Yeah, I'm in Ottawa. My wife's from there. We have our family, friends down there, so it's always good to go back
You
there.
got a couple kids now too?
I do not have a couple kids.
No way.
That's a good one, Biz. Biz read it on
Yeah.
the internet. He's like, must be true.
Wikipedia, man. I can do my research. A little hockey DB in Wikipedia.
What are you guys doing for the skills? Are you doing anything?
We're actually we're gonna be funneling New Amsterdam vodka, and then whoever gets it down first actually
that
wins the
right there?
prize. So that's our sponsor.
And-
Also a league sponsor.
And we should mention that video that keeps going viral about when we were at the AllStar Game, and it's
People love it.
it's a little
it's pretty
immature
good.
now. But the girl asked
For
me,
sure.
like, "How do you guys pick up chicks?" And I'm like, "I usually just pour vodka down their throat, New Amsterdam
Yeah,
vodka."
that
That really works nowadays.
Yeah, and I go from a 6 to an 8, and it's good night, Jim Kite. And
That's on that clip.
yeah, and like feminists, like it pops up every once in a while. Obviously, like I wouldn't say that nowadays, and under the circumstances, 2019, you get smoked for everything.
Like, I'm going to NHL Awards thinking I'm going to get some questions. All the questions are for him.
For Biz.
Yeah, like say something stupid, you donkey, and I did. And
Like,
she's
Biz,
like,
you think
I'll
you'll do porn
oblige you.
someday? He's like, no, I don't know.
I
Actually, how much they pay?
I never even checked into my room at the Wynn that they gave us for free because I was at the Cosmopolitan. I don't think I left Marquee that entire trip.
I don't think I saw you the whole weekend.
Oh, hey, so to cap off the trip, Henrik Lundqvist ended up winning his first Vezina, and we just had him on today as one of our interviews.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah, that's
this we
true.
spread
That's
out,
true.
but it was one of the best weekends of my life. Two of the top 5 were with you, buddy. I appreciate you coming on. You're the man.
Thanks for coming on, bud.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Insane career, dude.
And
Keep
congrats
going.
on the
Fucking
teeth, man.
nasty.
Those look
And
unbelievable.
those chompers
So
are
you're saying I should,
phenomenal.
I should,
So white.
I should smile more, you
Yeah,
said?
just be like this more often.
Just always like this.
Thank you very much.
Run for his money.